Today is Thursday, July 8th, 2021. This is DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today on the show, we've got details on Christopher Bell's upcoming sprint car schedule. Mike Barshinger is shutting down his team in central Pennsylvania, plus results last night from the Summer Nationals and USAC East Coast sprint cars. Before we dive in, if you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe to the show, leave a review, and hit those follow and notification buttons depending on where you consume this. That'll make sure you don't miss future episodes. Make sure to follow at DIRTRACKR on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And don't forget, DIRTRACKR.com has a bunch more cool dirt racing stuff. Now let's get going. The high banks of Spoon River hosted the Summer Nationals and Modified Nationals last night, and it was yet another round of wins for Bobby Pierce and Nick Hoffman. Ryan Unzicker led most of the feature from the second starting position, but Pierce ran him down and took the lead with 5 to go. Unzicker was on the bottom, and Pierce was absolutely ripping the lip. Pierce drove away to his 6th win of the season and 33rd Hell Tour win of his career. Unzicker, Brandon Shepard, Brian Shirley, and Jason Fager completed the top 5. Pierce continued to extend his series points lead over Tanner English. In the modified feature, it was again Nick Hoffman leading all 25 laps en route to his 11th win in 11 starts. Tyler Nicely, Kelly Kovsky, Brandon Roberts, and Mike McKinney were the rest of the top 5. If you didn't realize this before, right now, Hoffman will be the modified champion this season. There's still 21 races left to go, but only a driver's 12 best finishes count towards the modified points, so with one more victory, Hoffman will effectively have all 12 of his counted races be wins. Barring some sort of insane run by another driver, which feels pretty improbable at this point, that won't be bested. And on top of that, Hoffman is not going to stop racing here. Even if he gets to 12 wins, he's still going to keep racing. There's still plenty of money to make winning races, so his season isn't over. I'm not sure I've ever heard of a series championship being decided with still 2/3 of the races still to come, but that's effectively what we have right now. This has been an absolute insane run from Hoffman, something I don't know that we'll ever see again. The 2 series continue week 4 tonight at Macon Speedway. If you can't be there, watch live on Dirt Vision. Elsewhere last night, the USAC East Coast Sprint Cars put on a fun show at the Action Track USA in Pennsylvania. Pole sitter Chris Allen Jr. led early, but at halfway, Briggs Danner battled past him to grab the lead. Danner then went unchallenged the rest of the way to grab his 5th series win of 2021. The win for Danner and trouble for Alex Bright saw Danner take over the USAC East Coast Sprint Car points lead last night. Action Track USA is a quarter-mile track that is normally used for micros and speedsters, so having full-size 360 non-wing sprint cars there created some pretty wild racing. They even had a 410 wing show there a few weeks ago as well. If you'd like to, you can watch that replay over on Flow Racing. After sitting out from dirt racing for much of 2021 to focus on his NASCAR ride, Christopher Bell's schedule is suddenly starting to fill back up. After running 2 nights in the Swindell Speed Lab 39 during Pennsylvania Speed Week, Bell will be back with the team in the coming weeks. Through the Speed Lab Twitter account, the team released their upcoming schedule, which includes the Brad Doty Classic and Silver Cup at Lernerville with Bell, plus the All-Star trip to Lake Ozark in a few weeks. Darren Pittman will drive the car at the Kings Royals and the 360 and 410 Knoxville Nationals. Bell finished 5th at Lincoln and 7th at Grandview in his 2 PA Speed Week starts, and then followed that up with a 2nd at Road America in the Cup car on Sunday. Kyle Larson's incredible success bouncing back and forth between dirt and NASCAR this season has opened some eyes. You've got to wonder if that hasn't had an effect on Bell's situation. Cup drivers participating in extracurriculars isn't a new phenomenon, but we haven't seen it to the level that Larson has been doing it in many years. Besides Bell and Larson, we've seen several guys get dirt starts in 2021 for various reasons, including several getting experience before that NASCAR event on the Bristol Dirt. That list of drivers included guys like Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, and others. But even this week, Matt DiBenedetto is driving one of Tyler Thomas's midgets at Garden City, Kansas. The crossover is good for all parties and I think benefits all sides. The local dirt tracks and series get the added exposure of the high-profile drivers. The drivers have an opportunity to get seat time and add to their already diverse followings, and NASCAR is able to cultivate those connections between the lower and upper levels. You can see Bell next Tuesday night in the Speed Lab 39 at Attica. I believe the race that DiBenedetto is racing in will be broadcast on Facebook Live. You can check out his Twitter account for information on that. Rumors started floating around in recent days, but yesterday it was confirmed. Pennsylvania Sprint Car owner Mike Barshinger is shutting down his number 24 team and selling off his equipment. Following the departure of Lucas Wolf from the team in the offseason, Barshinger's had multiple drivers in the 24 this season, including Kerry Madsen, Jeff Halligan, and TJ Stutz. Madsen won at Bridgeport in an unsanctioned event back in April driving the car, but departed to be closer to his home in Iowa and has since joined Tony Stewart Racing to pilot the 14. Halligan and Stutz both had short tenures in the car in recent months. Barshinger, who's 66 years old, told Jeremy Elliott that he didn't want to be involved for another 20 years like Davey Brown, and then he had contemplated selling everything following Wolf's departure. He's owned cars since 1985 and had drivers like Johnny Mackison, Scott Auscherman, and Corey Haas during his run. Barshinger has already started the process of selling off his equipment. To see more on the story, check out SprintCarUnlimited.com. The story is available to read for free if you are not a member. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series was supposed to be at Cherokee Speedway in South Carolina tonight, but that race has been canceled because of Tropical Storm Elsa. That is currently moving across the Carolinas today. Lucas Late Models are in action tomorrow and Saturday at Smoky Mountain Speedway in Tennessee, with $12,000 going to the winner Friday and $20,000 going to the winner on Saturday. We'll have more on the Lucas weekend on tomorrow's show. There are 6 items on the streaming schedule today. Dirt Track Digest has action from Genesee Speedway. Dirt Vision has the Summer Nationals from Macon. Flow Racing has Flow 24/7 and weekly IMCA racing from Kossuth County. And Speed Sport has NOSA Sprints and NLRA Late Models, that's difficult to say, from River Cities and weekly racing from Clarksville. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. Looking ahead to the weekend, there's a ton of racing to watch and talk about. Both World of Outlaws series are in action. Like I just said, Lucas will be in Tennessee. USAC Sprint Cars are at Knoxville. The NASCAR trucks are also in Knoxville. There's several dirt guys in the field there. We'll get you ready for all of that on tomorrow's show. That's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Thursday. If you have thoughts about the topics on today's show, please leave them in the comments below or tweet at me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more Dirt Tracker Daily.